Hello all, welcome to Public Cloud Design Tips and Tricks again. As a part of Microsoft Fabric, today we'll be covering the licensing part of Microsoft Fabric. So the background is the fundamentals of Microsoft Fabric licensing cost, a little bit deep dive into that. Yeah, so recapping what is Microsoft Fabric is again a SaaS foundation, a umbrella of solutions, is a complete end-to-end software designed for organization to develop and maintain data engineering, data analytics initiatives. So this is about Microsoft Fabric. Okay, so before we start understanding about the licensing part, little bit uh, fundamental on what is a capacity. So everything is based on capacity here. So what is a capacity? So let's understand how a capacity works before we go to the definition. So normally how fabric works on a tenant level. So tenant is nothing but it can I mean it's mapped to an organization, and the organization can have a single tenant or multiple tenant based on the requirement. So normally there are different departments sitting within an organization within a tenant actually. And here I have given an example like sales, marketing, HR. These are the departments, and the complete tenant works under a capacity units, and within a tenant again you have workspaces and workspaces for uh, departments, and within a department you can have multiple workspaces based on business lines or workload. So here in this example, in the first green organization, you have one tenant, and within the tenant within sales department you have three workspaces, one, two, and three. In marketing, two. HR is having one workspace. Uh, on the on the right hand side is the dark green organization. There are two business lines, L1, L2, and they have different tenants per business lines basically. So, and each business line, you can think this business line is a small entity within an organization, and each entity are operating under a tenant, and each tenant again having their own departments like one, two, three, one, two, three, and each business line or entity are having workspaces within the department. Okay. So what is a workspace again? Workspace is nothing but a instance where all your fabric data element is running actually along with the on top of the one like storage, which is the unified storage for the organization. Okay, so and every workspaces within a department comes under a capacity unit. So within that capacity, this workspaces run within a business line, within an organization, you can say. So that is how you can think how a capacity works. Now, what is a capacity now? So capacity is a set of resources provided to the consumer for their operation. Okay, so we can consider this as a dedicated pool of resources, you can say, and again it boils down into the CPU. Okay, so based on your CPU requirement, more or less, you can decide your capacity on a tenant level. It can distribute segregated into different department workspace wise, and that is what about that is about uh, that is whole about the capacity. Now, uh, in Microsoft Fabric, it comes as CU actually, which is capacity unit, and CU determines the power of a dedicated infrastructure to run the Fabric workloads. That includes all the data element together with various combinations. So uh, that is capacity unit. So data elements here are like Synapse Analytics, data engineering, Power BI, then your ML services, and those are the data elements we have discussed in the previous slides, like factory data engineering, data warehousing, data science. All these are the data elements under the hood. Okay. Yeah. Now, how this fabric capacity available within the fabric umbrella is of two types: pay as you go and reservation. Okay. What is the benefits of this? Is simple purchasing with a single pool of compute for all your workload, and then you can use the same set of capacity units across. Okay. Without any pre-allocating capacity, and then these capacity units are pooled and not locked in an ideal workload to reduce so that can be shared across, and you have a transparent monitoring for the usage and cost basically on top of the capacity unit. Okay. Now there is a concept of capacity reservation as well. So capacity reservation can reduce cost by reserving the capacity for a year basically. So that is about capacity reservation. I have given a link here, a Microsoft link where you will get whole details of how the reservation works in the in Fabric. So please go to that. Yeah. Now this is more about a cost calculator. So you can follow the link, and then if you have taken it for a central US region, and if you see here, these are the family of SKU that is available as a capacity unit as a plan for choosing the capacity actually. So these are all app series, and then in every series you can in every family you can have a number of capacity units like F2 is the lowest one with the two capacity unit, and then you can think F4 is twice of F2, F8 is twice of F4, like that you can go on, and then you can calculate based on month and hour actually how much you're going to pay for this, and based on your data element requirement and all this, you can choose your SKU or the plan basically. Okay, how it relates to Power BI also will be discussing in our next slide. Is Power BI special comes with the Fabric and all the rest of the data elements that comes under the hood of this SKU actually, like F2, F4. So Power BI is little bit special here in this umbrella. So let's discuss. Yeah, so here if you see, I have also tried to get a Power BI kind of a metrics here. If you see the Power BI SKU, then you have something like EM and P. So EM is embedded one, and P is the premium one. So in Power BI, that comes with embedded and the premium kind of a licensing model. And if you try to compare with the Fabric SKU here, then when you use App2, then you do not have a Power BI things that you will not have, but rest of the other data element you will have in F2. So similarly, when you have a F8, then if you have a F8 that comes with a embedded kind of a Power BI license. But when you go a little bit higher, like F64, then you have a premium kind of a SKU included. So basically, on the other way, if you have a premium SKU with you for a Power BI, then that comes with a F64 kind of a SKU series, and then you can also leverage that capacity for your Fabric data elements requirement. Okay, so both in a hybrid scenario that can be leveraged with the same series. Okay, so here you can compare with Power BI with respect to Fabric. Apart from that, you also need storage capability that is for 1 lakh. We have already discussed in the previous session. So storage requirement, and underneath 1 lakh again you have ADLS technology, Azure Data Lake Storage technology, and then I have just taken a snapshot from the same calculator where I've taken US region, and then per month basis storage types is mentioned here. When you do a data transfer from one region to another region, then that cost will come as an extra cost. Okay, so that is all about the storage cost here. Okay. So if you have worked with Power BI, Power BI also comes with a concept, licensing concepts called free, pro, on premium per user. So it's a user-based license. Uh, so there are two kind of licensing again. Just to reiterate, is capacity-based license and user-based license. So free is like currently the one I am using is a free license where you will not going to be charged, but for pro and premium user, it is charged based on user. So that also it type fabric supports, but in major cases, it is always a capacity based choice, the licensing model. Okay, so here we discussed like the app series, how it looks like. So if you start playing with that, then you can start with the smallest one, app 2, and that get so if you start experimenting on that, uh, I exactly don't remember, but probably for first 3 hours or something, it cost $1, and then subsequently, if you start use it, it falls under the pay as you go mode. And then if you are a first time Azure user, then you always have a $200 credit in your account, and that will be deducted based on your usage. So you can start with using app to scoop for your experimental purpose before you have an hands-on with the free licensing model on the fabric level. Okay, and then if you're using Power BI, then Power BI, you minimum need, if you're using a premium kind of a Power BI licensing, then the minimum one is App 64, the minimum scoop that comes with. And if you're using below F64, then you have to go for a embedded one, the Power BI basically. So this is more for a cost benefit when you are trying to have a workload where you need a Power BI existing license, and then you have to go for a Fabric license. Then you have to choose accordingly, uh, and yeah, that is how it looks like. And let's say the lower school, if you're using F2 or something, then it only comes with Microsoft Fabric, and it doesn't have any Power BI addition in that kind of a SKU. Except Power BI, you can use all the rest of the data element I've shown in the first slide. So that you can use based on your requirement. And then Pro and PPU user license for Power BI will be provide the best cost benefit. If you don't want to use App 64, that is a premium Power BI capability. So after like here, if you see uh, in this matrix, after F2, F4, then you have embedded possibility of Power BI. So F8 you can use both basically. If you don't need a premium kind of a requirement on the Power BI segments, but you still need the Power BI capability, you can go for F8 where you can use Fabric data element, and then you can have a EM1 A1 kind of a Power BI facility. But when, as I said before, also if an organization is using a Power BI premium, let's say Power BI premium license and for more Power BI features, then a minimum higher SKU of Fabric like F64 will be the best option, and you will get a good cost benefit here. So if you see here F64, then you have a premium one, a premium A4 one, and here you can have the good cost benefit. So it's always a trade-off what exactly your requirement is and how you are going to use Fabric along with Power BI, so you can get a cost benefit over here. So these are the minimum things that comes on a cost perspective on a licensing on Microsoft Fabric along with Power BI within the same umbrella. Yeah, so I have read all this from this particular Microsoft links actually. I followed two links. One is for standard SKUs for Microsoft Fabric, and then I tried comparing with the Power BI things with the same capacity metrics. So you can also go through this, and I have given one more link here for the reservation, understanding how reserve capacity work under the hood of Fabric. So please go through it. Yeah, so this was a very small discussion on the licensing part, but I thought like it is also important before you start using Fabric. Licensing cost is also important for your capacity planning. So please have a look into this, and that's it for the day. Have a good day. Thank you.